As he campaigns for the Democratic nomination to run for governor this year, Dr. Nirav Shah is sharing the moves he'd make on day one if he wins the office. Shah says he'd sign executive orders into effect that center around 6 core priorities: addressing health care, energy, tribal relations, and the state's relationship with the Trump administration. And Shah says he has a plan to shore up rural health care after several hospitals closed up shop in recent years.
And as governor, I will not stand by while Maine loses its rural healthcare system in real time. This executive order will direct MaineCare to evaluate emergency steps to support at-risk rural hospitals as well as providers. It will review insurance costs, network adequacy, prior authorization, copays, and deductibles. And it will confront the behavioral health workforce head on.
And we're getting a closer look at Secretary of State Shenna Bellows' health care proposal. The Democratic gubernatorial candidate gave details on the plan today in Bangor. Her 8-part New Deal for Healthcare plan calls for working toward universal health care in Maine, recruiting a strong health corps workforce, and protecting access to reproductive health care, among other proposals. Bellows also says she wants to invest in supporting rural health care.
We should be investing in direct operating costs to support our rural hospitals, to support birthing centers, our community-based healthcare centers, the federally qualified healthcare centers. Because you see, it doesn't matter whether 20 people or 200 people visit an ER in a night. We still need to keep the lights on, pay the doctors and the nurses and the staff to keep it open.
Bellows was joined by Chief Clarissa Sabatis of the Holton Band of Maliseets, who announced the Tribal Council is endorsing the secretary for governor. And another rival for the Democratic gubernatorial nomination, former state Senate President Troy Jackson announced his conservation plan today in Augusta. Jackson proposes reestablishing a cabinet-level Department of Conservation to protect public lands, supporting the state's current goal to increase conserved natural and working lands to 30% by 2030, establishing a forest advisory board to ensure all stakeholders have a say in management standards, and banning aerial herbicide spraying in forest, including a certain chemical used in Roundup.